So we're back where we were last time because look at this pretty flower. This is the Casa, the natal plum, and it's got a flower on it, and see how pretty it is? And they smell like gardenia, which makes them even prettier. So I just thought I'd share that before we move on to where we were going to be last time, which was down in Bananaland. Bananaland started as coffee land, but unfortunately the coffee variety that we planted, which was basically just your basic Arabica, is really, right here is where we're building our tank, digging a hole to bury a water tank, is there. Anyway, so we're at about 900 meters above sea level, which is a bit low for coffee. That makes it incredibly susceptible to two particular fungus diseases, which you're now going to see both of them, because this is one of the last coffee trees I haven't taken out. See that wonderful, look at all that coffee. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it exciting? Well, it would be exciting, except that this is how it ends up looking. So, see, that's a perfect example there, right there, the two next to each other. You have the green fruit, then you have green fruit with something eating away at it, and then you have black fruit. That is fungus, I can't remember its name. And then if you see these spotted yellow leaves, that is the infamous and terrifying coffee rust, which defoliates. So you have one that hits the fruit and one that hits the leaves, and that's pretty much it for a coffee plant, isn't it? So this tree is coming out along with several others I've already taken out. And you see there's a hole here, big space, an empty space right there. I've had coffee trees in it. There's the other one that needs to come out. It's not been producing this year. So the rest of this space is Bananaland. You can see many banana trees, and Sacha Inchi gone crazy, gone wild. Sacha Inchi gone wild. We're going to do a video series. And some turmeric. There's a turmeric plant down there. So the Sacha Inchi used to be on trellises of bamboo, which quickly rotted away into nothing, and so the Sacha Inchi fell on the ground. And the Sacha Inchi has no problem with that. It just keeps growing and growing and growing and producing Sacha Inchi, but it's really hard to harvest, and a lot of the harvest gets lost where we can't get to it, or we don't see it, and it falls on the ground, or it stays too wet and it rots and whatever. So here's Sacha Inchi growing up bananas. And so keep going over here. New leaf coming out of a banana. And over there. So there's more turmeric next to more bananas. And our banana production is completely personal, and so we don't do any of the major, pruning and different kinds of caretaking things that people do to get better, bigger bananas, better harvests. But here is some bananas that might be harvestable someday. And there, over there, is another one, much better looking one, that may be harvestable someday also. So that's fun. Down here, we have what is called a soursop in English, which is an incredibly bad name. I don't think I can get there from here. Well, maybe I can. If I fall down the mountain, I guess you'll know. So this is a soursop tree, which should have given me fruit this year, but did not. And it produces, they're called guanabana in Spanish, which I think is a much better name, because soursop doesn't make sense for a fruit that is intensely sweet. And there's another, let's see if I can come down here without falling. Yeah, I'm making it. Alright. Whoa! Almost. Alright, so over this way, we're going to find another soursop, which is younger, but got really tall this year. It had a growth spurt. There it is. It's, as you can see, surrounded by volunteers, but there it is, it's going tall there. And then here is a cherimoya, also surrounded by volunteers, that needs to be liberated from that stuff falling on it. Cherimoya. Yes, cherimoya leaf. This guy flowered for me this year. Didn't produce any fruit, so I'm hoping next year will be fruit for this guy. And then, if you go further, there's a mango. Now you see all this? This is just pure, what we say in Spanish, monte, which is just weeds, most people would say, or volunteers, I try to say. And all of that needs to be dealt with, maybe one day. So there's a mango. Can you see that? I can barely see it, so I liberated this mango from it. It was in a cave of monte. And there's another one over that way that I haven't gotten to yet. You can see that path is closed off, so I need to go that way. This mango tree is a Hayden variety. I'm not super big fan of Hayden. I like the flavor, but it has a lot of drawbacks like fungus. It's not resistant to fungus and has too much fiber. So I'm going to bring some other varieties and top with that tree at some point. We're in that process. Here we are walking past our older soursop. And there it looks huge. And here's our forest of Sacha Inchi. And you can see, look at all those flower buds coming out and just massive quantities of foliage. Sacha Inchi makes a lot of leaves. Lots of leaves. So at some point we're going to figure out how to get these guys off the ground. But I haven't done that yet. So let's look down here. This area that you see that has some trellises. Danielle recently hacked away at all that monte. It was completely enveloped, like we just saw. It was just like, oh, here, you see all this? It was just like that, but covering the space completely. He hacked away at it. This space is directly beyond the road that over here, which is covered with weeds. But just beyond that, just on the other side, there's a lake that we're digging. Lake is probably an overstatement. A very wee pond. A puddle on the hill. And then beyond that, where you can actually see, is going to be our small vegetable huerto, which is like a little kitchen garden. And then beyond that is where we're going to be constructing the second floor of our home. And so we are clearing all of this space so we can see how we're going to do that exactly. What space we're going to do it in and what size and how. So that's the plan there. I'm coming back. This is what Daniel's been doing for the last couple weeks, and it's a bear of a job. Him and his machete. So coming back to here, you can just see the quantity of, oh, there's more turmeric. Banana leaves that are falling down, these brown ones. If we had time to take good care of these plants, they would all be cut off, all these brown leaves. And then, let's see if we can see it here. It's really hard to see it here. This is a chacha fruto, which is a legume tree. A legume, I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's sort of being swallowed there by the Sacha Inchi, poor thing, and it can't even go vertical. Did I show you this here? This is a leaf of the chacha fruto. And that's the trunk of it bending over there. You need to try to get it vertical. It would probably like to go upwards rather than overwards. And we have 3 of those planted. Chacha fruto is a legume. I don't know where we stopped recording. Well, let's continue. I was pointing at this chacha fruto. Did we get that before? Right there. So chacha fruto is a long-term legume tree. Fixes nitrogen like most of them do. Produces really good food. And is good for a trellis, which was the original idea, right? For those chacha frutos to be the trellis for the Sacha Inchi. But I did not take into account that sachi inchi grows like 7 million times faster than the sacha fruto. So that has not worked out as well as I would have liked. So maybe one day, in the meantime, the sachi inchi is just going on whatever's there. So there are some volunteer trees there that, as you can see here, that the sachi inchi is using as a trellis, or it's just on the ground. And I guess that's it for this area. So I'm going to, you can see the steepness of this hill from here. Going that way, I'm supposed to clean today with my machete and whatever, because I'd like to plant a macadamia tree that way we have waiting. So that would be above the soursop, over from that banana, going that way. So that's sort of my hard work planned for the day. So I'm going to stop recording now so I can climb back up the hill. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.